It is agreed, my apology, if it is agreed that there is deep-rooted corruption in the judiciary, where then do we start? At what point do we start?
No, that's where I want to get to. I also don't believe that it is correct for the executive to be talking about the judiciary. Of the three arms, the judiciary is the most sane and the most reliable. Oh. Now, if you have a log of wood in your eyes, you have no business trying to remove the speck in the eyes of your neighbor. In fact, if it was possible, it is the same judiciary that will call the rest of them to order. We've not got to a situation where you see Ghana must go out like you see in the National Assembly being thrown up and down. We've not got to that extent. We've not got to the extent that we see
but members of the... Do you really see that, or you saw it once during Gallium?
Well, I don't know how many times you saw it, but we have not got to that level. What point I'm making is that the judiciary, the comments by the CJN shows that we have men of integrity in the profession, and they are keeping to it. We are not covering anybody with the carpet and say no, everything is fine. It's a warning to those who are bringing disrepute to the profession to desist, and if they don't, the profession will show them the way out.
But they also say that when they say the disciplinary section or session of the arm of the judiciary, yes, you highlighted what has happened, but we also do know that it's not that easy. If you ask a lot of people if they know or are aware of how to raise complaints about lawyers, because there's so many, but
it is very easy. All you need is to present a petition against any legal practitioner that you know has breached his code of conduct, and the profession doesn't play with that.
Who did they present it to?
To the profession. You can submit the petition even to the nearest. There's branches of the bar everywhere.
When you have a prima facie case, for instance, and then still you have lawyers towing the way of looking the other side, and then you begin to wonder what moral justification does that lawyer have to continue along that line. What then does that say of our lawyers today?
Like I said, to the best of my knowledge, the profession is not resting on removing lawyers that have gone contrary to the codes. The case is like that of a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper keeps saving the balls from entering into the net. Once one ball enters the net and there's a goal, the goalkeeper becomes a devil. Many times you no longer remember that the goalkeeper has saved several goals. We've seen that several times. I remember in the 70s when Rangers International went to Egypt to play Mehala of Egypt. We couldn't believe that Okala can concede 3 goals. When Okala conceded 3 goals, Rangers were beating 3-1 in those days in Egypt. The story that made round was that it was magic, and that it was when the ball was coming, Okala would see 2 balls. He will catch one, and one will enter into the net. That's the kind of thing you're seeing.
So how would the recommendations of the FJSC, headed by I think that would be by the one of the commissioners, I believe.
The profession. That's what I'm getting to. The profession
how will it aid the pursuit that we have to cleanse the judiciary.
The commission headed by Tony Dibe, SN. Those are all remedial actions being done by the profession. We realize that there are some bad eggs in the profession. We do, as a profession, and the profession is not resting. Now, the executive that is putting the spotlight on the lawyers, what are their own remedial actions?
But this is from the CJN now, though.
Yes.
This one particular one.
Yes, he's our the father in the profession.
But you know that analogy you give about the football, many will tell you, well, I mean, these days they say it depends on how the team plays. If the team plays well, respectably, and they lose respectably,
have you heard about
have
you heard about the run against the run of play?
Well, yes, it can happen against the run of play, but if you still play very well. But the team, I mean, the judiciary.
The judiciary in Nigeria has done very well.
Well, I didn't expect to say anything.
I'm not saying that there are no instances of goals being scored. You see, you can see how Nigeria looks with the extent of work the judiciary has done. What if there were no judiciary? Or what if they were not doing or working up to this level?
Should we be talking about a holistic reforms in the judiciary?
I agree that there should be holistic reforms. It has to start somewhere. Now, the judiciary, we're talking about the profession, the Nigerian Bar Association. The Bar Association is constantly taking steps to ensure that the profession remains the best, and we actually respected globally. The point is that that, like you said, there should be a general, a holistic approach. Some members of the bench are also not living according to the